Have you ever wanted someone to not be able to stop thinking about you? Well, today is your lucky day, because what you're about to discover isn't something you hear every day, but when you learn it, you'll understand why no one told you before. Plus, I'm going to give you several examples to make it clearer so you fully get it. The last technique is going to blow your mind. If you're looking for that secret technique to keep someone constantly thinking about you, let me tell you something. It's not about sending 100 messages per minute or sticking to your phone like they're the last person on the planet. There's an art to this, and today I'm going to reveal it to you. No nonsense, no games. First of all, forget about being available all the time. If you're within everyone's reach at any moment, what mystery do you have? What value do you hold? It's like that t-shirt you wear every day because it's comfortable, but one day you realize you can't stand the sight of it anymore. The same thing happens with unlimited availability. The key here is to create a little distance, but not too much. That's what we call playing with anticipation. For example, imagine someone sends you a message that says, "I have something to tell you, but I'm not sure you're ready to hear it yet." What would you do? The first thing is you'd be thinking about it nonstop. You'd want to know what it is, and the worst part, for you, is that you can't ignore it. That small dose of intrigue, that spark of anticipation, is what keeps that person in your head all day. You can do the same thing. And you might ask how? Send them something like this. "I was thinking about something amazing we could do together, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea." This way, you'll create an authentic emotional connection. No drama, but with impact. If you really want to keep someone thinking about you, you have to generate emotions. And I'm not talking about those empty conversations like, "What are you doing?" Nothing you, but creating a true connection. Emotions are the glue of memories. And when you make someone feel something, whatever it is, you'll be in their mind longer than you imagine. Another example could be, send a message like, "I saw something today that reminded me of that conversation we had. I laughed to myself. It was great." This way, you're not saying the conversation was the most important of your life, but you're reminding that person that you remember the details, the unexpected. The trick here is personalization. If you can make the other person feel seen, valued, and even better, remembered, trust me, you'll be the main topic in their mind for the rest of the day. And I'll tell you something. Do you know what the worst thing you can do is? Be predictable. Let's be serious. Predictability kills attraction, period. If you always act the same, respond the same way, and talk about the same things, you become like the song you loved at first, but after listening to it 10 times in a day, you want to skip it on Spotify. If you want to keep someone thinking about you, you have to be the kind of person that creates uncertainty, but good uncertainty, not the scary kind. For example, send a message like, "I'm not sure if I should tell you this, but, well, I'll think about it, maybe tomorrow." Do you see what you did there? You planted curiosity and pulled back before saying too much. The other person's mind is now tied to that maybe, and you linger in their head for the rest of the day. How many times have you found yourself thinking about something that didn't have a conclusion? Exactly. We've all been there. Now, let's talk about a technique that should be in everyone's toolkit if they want to master communication, the famous push and pull. It's simple. Sometimes you show interest, and then suddenly you pull back a little. Why does it work? Because no one wants what's guaranteed. When everything is secured, the excitement is lost. It's like when you already know the ending of a movie, you lose interest. But if you play with the idea that not everything is settled, you keep the other person's mind racing. Another example, send something like, "I love talking to you, but sometimes I feel like I might be boring you. I don't know. What do you think?" The trick here is subtle withdrawal. You're saying you enjoy it, but you're also giving them the power to question if they're really doing their part to keep you interested. Suddenly, without even realizing it, they'll start thinking about how they can win your attention. And that's exactly what we want. Last but not least is the sensory hit technique. What does that mean? Involve the senses in your messages. The human mind remembers experiences that activate one or more senses much better. So, when you talk about a memory, add a sensory detail. Here's an example. Today I passed by that place where we laughed so much. The smell of that coffee came to mind, and it almost felt like we were there again. Notice the difference. You didn't just say you remembered something. You described a detail, a sensory experience that revives the moment in their mind. That makes the memory more vivid, and therefore, it stays longer in their head. Now it's your turn. Don't get it twisted. This isn't magic or a cheap how-to-be-popular trick. This is mastering how you communicate and how you project your value. It's simple. If you can't challenge, excite, or intrigue, the person won't think about you. So, next time you're thinking about what message to send, don't settle for the basics. Add a twist, be creative, and keep control of the conversation. And now, the most important thing is, what are you going to do with all of this? Because look, you could listen to all this and keep sending the same boring messages as always. Or you could start using these techniques and see how the dynamic changes. The ball's in your court. Now it's up to you to take action. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like and subscribed to the channel. We'll be bringing more valuable content. See you in the next video.